Hi everyone, this is Tanya the Lady Strange. This is going to be the collective reading and guidance for the week of February 9th of 2025. This is a collective general reading, so take what resonates and of course what is effective for you, if this applies to you, and what empowers you and guides you. I have already connected with my guides and with my higher self, my daemon, so to be. If you know what that is, look it up. It's a Greek word or term or Arab origin. And this week I am going to be using the Thoth, but this is just a recent version of the Thoth, and it is cut down, borderless by myself. The edges are imperfect, much like myself, but nonetheless very knowledgeable, full of guidance, wisdom, power, and truth, and authenticity. And of course, the complementing oracle this week, no surprise, 100 Manor Oracle. So, with that being said, and I have my beautiful, look at that beautiful ring one of my best friends made me. She is amazingly creative and generous, and a great support system, and a great being, and I love her very much. But this is not selling or endorsing, but just one of the black candles from Witch City Wicks, my favorite candle shop in Salem, and it is clove, one of my favorite scents, and reminds me of stuff in adventures and all that from a younger version of myself. And of course, who cannot use or have a death and tarot candle? Yeah, I'm feeling all that death transmutation energy. When am I not? Okay, so let's see what the energies are forecasted or projected for this week. Again, this can change at any given moment, depending on our experiences, inner and outer of our world, our society, our human experience and day-to-day, and even those around us, the interactions that we have. But this is to bring about the most empowered, effective week for ourselves, and so that we know what may be coming up or may be surfacing, so that way we can better prepare ourselves or help those around us, and for what truly matters, especially in such turbulent, uncertain times, times of fear-mongering, and repression and digressing all over the world on different levels, and we're all feeling it. But ignorance is bliss for many, let's say, and we're going to leave it at that. I'm not going to get into politics, and I'm not going to get into all that stuff. We all know what's happening. Don't be blind to it. So, let's see what this collective, whom this applies to, what this message has, what my guides have. What shall we be mindful and aware of the energies, circumstances, or what we may think, feel, or perceive, and how we can better empower ourselves this coming week. Okay, I always pull 3 cards. That's what I'm usually guided for, 3 being a magical number. So, first card I'm pulling from the top, I'm being told. My friend, and I consider this this is basically my representative card in the tarot, and others when they read for me. The Queen of Swords. Wield your power, your sovereignty, and be like the Queen of Swords. That's the embodiment for this week, again, is the Queen of Swords. We got her last week. This card is what actually represents us as a collective yet again this week. So 2 weeks in a row, we are in this collective, a representation, what represents us and embodies the Queen of Swords. She or he who thinks with logic, authority, truth, wields their power, their sovereignty, their knowledge, their strength, their wisdom. Is always willing to continue to learn, but is willing to take and cut away that which does not matter. Kind of like Lady Justice. You see that sword in her hand, this lovely rendition of the Queen of Swords. So this collective is very knowledgeable. They know themselves, know thyself. And with that, knowing yourself, you know your personal power, you know your truth, you know what you are experiencing and what you're perceiving. You're cutting away what fucking doesn't matter in your life. And yes, I swear. Sorry if you don't like that, but it is what it is. So this is basically the collective this week is going to continue to be represented and not going to be falling for the falsities of life or what's being presented or possibly what's being withheld, but standing in the sovereignty and the truth. Your truth, the truth of those that matter around you, and what matters for your life to survive and thrive. So this collective is very strong. Very, whether you are male, female, or how you identify as, this is a great representative, again, of logic and wielding your knowledge and power this week. This is a very empowered collective, very mature collective that learns from their experiences and doesn't repeat, but integrates and makes those hard choices. So let's actually see, now that we have that, I am being told, take one from the middle for 3. Apologize, I'm a little discombobulated, usual. So we got one from the middle, and that is going to be failure. And she is the 7 of Pence. Now again, the thought has keywords on it. Now failure is not failure necessarily, because failure can mean multiple things. The 7 of Pentacles, coins, discs, they are actually earth. So this is what's grounded in the earth and material realm. This is what affects us on a basically day-to-day mundane level. But that is going to be, I'm going to get to that in a moment. I'm going to see what else the other 2 have, and then see how the whole message conjuncts, because something's already coming to me for that. Let's see, what do we have besides this week to be? Okay, spirits. I don't know if you heard that, but of course something was moved again behind me. Probably on my altar. Yeah. So basically, the joys of being a practitioner and a witch. So, and intuitive. So basically, the spirit world has things. So let's see, what do we have besides the analysis that the 7 of discs brings this week? Awesome. The Chariot. Drive your chariot, drive your will, wield the light and the dark aspects of your inner world, and also the external world and your circumstances to move forward in a willful way. Drive your chariot and bring about again. And lastly, the bottom. And let's see. Awesome. So then, see, this is great. See, it's not that 7 of Pence is just a reminder. 9 of Cups. Wonderful. The keyword on that is happiness. 9 of Cups is all about happiness and fulfillment and things coming to be. That is also a water card. So this week we have the collective is, of course, as I mentioned a few moments ago, we are the Queen of Swords again. And those are the tools that are going to continue us to have a empowered and effective week, no matter what our life and circumstances may be. We are going to be like the Queen of Swords because that's what best is going to serve us this week. That's also what best reflects our energies. Now, the 7 of Pentacles here, like I said, the only earth. We have an earth and we have a water and we have a major arcana this week. So the 7 of Pentacles and the water is or the cups is all water energy. We'll go over that in a few moments. But this Seven of Pentacles is, yes, this collective and whom this applies to and resonates with, much like myself, is going through a period of analysis, analyzing what you have in the material and the mundane world, what you have already created in this, and looking at that to see what you want to bring forward, what you want to recalibrate, your finances, your job, your home, your learning, no matter what form of learning, whether it's education, something with your job, your spiritual level. But what have you already planted? What are you already reaping for those benefits that you have harvested, are going to harvest, or are going to create a better harvest for you in the near future this week? There is always small failures, that's what this is saying, but don't let those small failures overrule you, okay? It's just something to be mindful of, to take away from, and cut away, just like pruning, pretty much like the Queen of Swords does. Prune what doesn't serve, but analyze and reflect on what you do have. This is moving away and forward from the Five of Pentacles energy. This collective is not lacking at the moment. They have many blessings. Remember to reflect on those small and big blessings, and that you're still standing here, and those around you are, or even those that have passed on, the relationships you have, but that you have a roof over your head, the ability to watch videos like this, the ability to have food on your table, ability to have clothes, the ability to have stability in your life, even in uncertain times. You can create those for you. So yes, small failures, maybe sometimes big failures, but learn from them and continue to plant and reevaluate. That's this week is going to be a big reevaluation card with reevaluation period, which is of course indicated by the Queen of Swords. She is one of analysis and truth, and sometimes cold truth. Sometimes people will look at you, because you're representative of the Queen of Swords, as being cold, distant. No, you're analyzing and perceiving and see what works, and replanning and using your wisdom and your sovereignty. No one can take away your truth. Remember that in these hard fucking times. And what's only going to probably be perceptibly even darker. And I'm not talking about the divine dark like I work with. I'm talking dark times for humanity, because we're regressing. Again, bit angry over here, quite a bit of Lilith energy. So let's see here, but can always channel it into something conducive. So like the Chariot, that's what we're moving forward to. The Chariot is saying is to use those different feelings, the feelings of grief, the feelings of depression, the feelings of the unknown, but also the feelings of the power and will to face your own activation, your own motivation and strength, to take those small steps. You are the chariot of your life. You can rise up like a phoenix and move forward those difficulties, yes. You can acknowledge them. You should process them and see and learn, and not repress them, but also don't dwell in it. Move forward despite what may or may not come. Be your own master. Be your own charioteer. Be the charioteer for those around you that matter, and to continue to grow this week. Continue to plant those seeds as we hopefully start moving towards warmer and better times. But yeah, if you are like me, where it snows in winter, the weather probably not going to reflect that so much. But again, that's a very empowered week from that analysis that we have here in this collective this week, and that we have done in the past couple of weeks already of the 2025. So progress. The Chariot is great progress and victory also in itself. And that brings us to the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is wishes, fulfillment, things we wish for, things we've worked for are coming to fruition. Think as you see as the cups are trickling down, they're all full and overflowing and bringing about a sense of happiness, peace, and fulfillment, knowing that we're doing our part for ourselves and for those that we love and care about, that we've made it so far. We have making our personal happiness, and we can still continue with the chariot to make our own personal happiness. In this, despite the lack of things, the price of things, the difficulties and the repression and all that keeps happening, those tower moments, the turn of the wheel. But again, things are looking better for this collective and overall. A lighter energy, despite some of the underlying failures and stuff, are not going to define this collective. I actually see you're all very empowered and strong. You're taking that and looking and having an attitude of moving forward, and that no one's going to take away what you have and what you worked for, and you're going to provide for yourself as best as you can and know how, with the feelings and the energies and perceptions of being the cups of being emotions, intuition, and that too. Let the love flow in your life. Let the light, like out of these cups, flow down in the intuition and the messages. And no matter what you walk with or work with on a spiritual or religious level or do not, that's up to you. But whatever brings you fulfillment and happiness, and look for those blessings. I do see some blessings and things that you're going to have extra smiles for this week, things you've accomplished, and those around you that you're so proud of. Those happiness are also your happiness and victories. What a wonderful week this is going to be. Let's see what the Oracle has for us this week in conjunction with that wonderful message this week. We've all have been and working so hard for showing up for ourselves and for others, despite everything, and having the best empowerment. And it looks like we are going to have an empowered, effective week because we're going to make it happen with the Chariot in our analysis and our determination of the Queen of Swords and not falling for the fakeness. And that's which is false. We cut away what doesn't serve or no longer serves us or what we have created. So let's see. What does this collective need to know as a takeaway with this message for this week? One from top and one from bottom. Okay. So, shattered. So, practice composure. Well, that's always a good thing. That's a tip for myself with anger and wrath and envy, etc. Raging. But it's always good for any situation to practice composure. And that practicing composure can look different for each of us and everything on it. But doing so is beneficial to yourself. Okay, it's kind of like making sure that you respond appropriately and don't react. Assess, like the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. They all tie in this week. And the bottom one says winter. Frozen in time. Well, appropriate. Where I am in central New York State, it is. We just had more snow overnight. It's been bitter cold. Yeah, it is what it is. I hope I'm not a winter girl. But sometimes we seem like we're frozen in time. So let's see what this actually clarifies into this. If that one doesn't want to slide away from me. Okay. So with the shattered, okay, here, like they say, a broken mirror is 7 years bad luck in those whole superstition type of things. But basically, shattered. Don't let your composure be shattered by what you're seeing, experiencing, or potentially perceiving, or what's bubbling to the surface, or being shown to you, or not being shown to you. Practicing composure can be as when someone speaks to you or approaches you a certain way. Again, take a deep breath, feel the feelings, but think before you speak or take any action. Practicing composure can be when your job's hard, or you deal with people on a consistent basis with like myself, even though you don't face them. But if you're in customer service or any interactions, practicing composure can be with your family, can be with religion and politics, your finances. Practicing composure can be practicing composure with your feelings and with yourself. And um, through those tower moments and challenges, how you compose yourself and respond in a healthy way, but feeling the feelings and making sure you acknowledge them, because only pushing them in further hurts yourself and your shadow. Practicing composure, you don't need to shatter that to shatter your foundations or what you are reflecting in your inner world or outer world, okay? And lastly, here we have winter frozen in time. Now, I get the feeling of this because, of course, we're only starting the second full week of February, that the weather is changing and climates, and I'm not just talking weather climates around the world, I'm talking climates of energy, that sometimes things seem like we're going into a winter. Things seem frozen in time. They're not going to move forward, they're not going to move backwards, and this also brings to me the feeling of stagnancy. Um, yes, there is things being frozen in time because we all don't know truly what is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, 6 months from now, or 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Okay? It's a lot about faith, but it's also about being like the chariot and will, being about the Nine of Cups and being about the Seven of Pentacles analysis and bringing things into reality. Not keeping your head in the clouds constantly, but facing reality. And don't keep in the blinders of ignorance on. Sometimes things do take much longer than they seem. Time is not linear, it is perceptive, and that's experience. And basically, things are going to get harder before they get better, as they always say, but sometimes the period of things being frozen in time until things can kind of come to the next level or to more can be unveiled or experienced. So even if you do feel stagnant, remember still to be composed. Be how composed what works right for you, and not shatter your mirror, as they say, or let your foundations crack. And look to those bright blessings this week with that Nine of Cups and that Chariot energy. And I'm so proud of you, as I am for myself, for the continuing analysis, pruning and cutting away and recalibrating as we're doing the best we can to show up for ourselves. That's all we can do each and every day. And with that, if you do get any value out of my channel or feel so inclined, or like any of my previous content, please give this video a like and my channel a like and comment and subscribe, as it helps my channel grow and know that I'm touching others, or my information is resonating as many others do touch me and resonate with me. And with that being said, have an empowered, effective week and stay strange. Thanks.